Well, instead of playing guitar last night, I suffered through almost 4 hours of doing taxes. That's fun. I despise the financial system. You know, it makes me think of some people like the character in U.S. history, Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton got shot by Aaron Burr. The guy with the name Aaron did a good job. I appreciate that. So, Hamilton was a big proponent of putting the government more in charge of things, including the nation's financial system. He was a proponent of federalization, just consolidating power basically to the federal government. And this has kind of set the standard for the U.S. going further downhill financially. And now we all have to do things like suffer through taxes. We can't get a second guitar that we put in standard detuning for all of our harder, heavier hitting rock and roll needs. Because we all have those. If you don't, maybe you like jazz, or maybe you listen to Taylor Swift or whatever. And so many people, you know, as I'm walking along through neighborhoods, will go ahead and let's say they get a refund or what, who knows what they do with it, but you can see evidence of people doing silly things, such as going out and buying a brand new whatever, putting a down payment down on a car they probably shouldn't be trying to afford. Maybe it's some $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 sports car, whatever, American muscle car. It's bound to break down on you. And chicks still won't, run out in the street and scream your name. You're not going to get a bunch of girls' panties on your windshield. It's just, I don't know what people are thinking, so we keep poking along. And meanwhile, we have information about, this whole transhumanist journey. First we have, it makes me think of Elon Musk, and we have Neuralink, right? The merging of man and machine as far as the brain goes. But then we have some of the deeper, currently I think weirder stuff going on with, in the Epstein world, DNA manipulation and the idea of clones. Apparently, I heard a story about maybe Nicki Minaj talking about cloning. I've got to try and figure out where that story came from. I heard it a while back, but the idea that, celebrities and all these clones are going around, and the recent controversy with Jim Carrey showing up at that award show, and it didn't look like Jim Carrey. It kind of did. Jim Carrey with a bunch of cheek fillers, looking just weird. Things weren't right. What's tuned for its opinion? Who cares what my opinion is on stuff? We just have to try and find the truth, right? So, anyway, the blast off into corporate America. Meanwhile, I've got to figure out ways to get back into the guitar playing and show you guys the studio. So, talk to you soon.